Guys, really excited to get the draft coming up tomorrow. So I'm gonna do a couple mock drafts, maybe one right now. Try to take my time, uh, talk out each area, what I'm thinking. So let's proceed. Joe Burrow, I'm pretty sure it's a shoe-in. Bada boom, bada bing. I'm pretty sure it's a shoe-in. Chase Young going too. And then news today, a little bit breaking that I saw. Guess I should look it up specifically. Miami Dolphins trade up for saw a report. Roto World is probably better if I get it. There we go. This thing is on what's originally credited for Ian Rappaport. NFL Network, the Dolphins are looking to trade up from the 5th selection to take an offensive tackle. And that's Miami has gauged the price at number 3. So Detroit's trying to get out because they'd be happy with Akuda, a pick or two later, or maybe an Isaiah Simmons or Derek Brown. So that's kind of interesting. I'm kind of against this. Let me see. Miami console trade. Let me see. So I'm thinking about maybe trying to do a flip-flop here. So I'm kind of getting at. Maybe Miami moves up since that's the newest rumor. Miami has the most capital. So they've acquired a first, another first, and a second. So in giving it up, they're probably going to have to give up a 2 probably, if I had to guess, or 3 to move up. So it's kind of like losing that. And then you still got 2 first, so it's still a 2-to-1 ratio. So if it's only one pick, maybe in the second round, maybe next year in the second round, I like that a lot. I would like that. So let's go ahead and do it. Let's just see here. Let's go Miami. And then let's go. Who's I saying? Detroit. Denver. Detroit. So 5 for 3. Let's say pick 56. Boom. Then what type of offensive tackle? So I'm thinking what offensive tackle fits for the Miami Dolphins. I kind of think of Mekhi Becton, the Mountain of a Man, similar to a Trent Brown build. The path from New England coming over, or Andrew Thomas potentially, who had really good testing scores as well. My buddy James says he wants, and what does he want? He wants Mekhi Becton. He thinks they're going to go Thomas. So I'm going to go with what they think. What he thinks they think. He's a Dolphins diehard. So I'm going to go Andrew Thomas here. So they get their choice of all the tackles. Bada boom, bada bing. And now we're sitting here, and doesn't anybody need to move up for a quarterback? Let's just say it remains patient here. Giants are on the clock. As we get to the Giants, Dave Gettleman, as I've mentioned before, back with the Carolina Panthers, he did take a linebacker, Shaq Thompson. He's never taken an offensive tackle in the first round. However, I just think I've been hearing a lot, and I know Daniel Jeremiah has said, and these are what mock drafts are kind of really what they are, what you're hearing, and based of kind of like history, and trying to put the two together to sort through the smoke. But he's hearing a lot of Jedrick Wills, and he's played a lot of big time football. Everyone seems to be kind of making that connection last like 48 hours or so. So I'm going to stick with that. Detroit, happy with where they fell. I'm just going to say Jeff Okudah. I do think there's a chance Derek Brown goes. Maybe an Isaiah Simmons. But I think Okudah, boom. Now the Chargers, man. This is where it's interesting to me. All the talk about they really like Tyrod Taylor and they view him as more than a bridge quarterback potentially. Um, their GM keeps a lot of close to their vest. He prioritizes defensive players, athletic defensive players like a Derwin James. So Isaiah Simmons, I think, is a possibility. But moving into new stadium quarterback's a possibility. There's Tua still on board, Justin Herbert. It's kind of crazy, how far these guys are going to fall. Realistically, someone's got to come up and get them here. Okay, so let's say it comes. Let's say they get their quarterback. Let's say they go Herbert, just because Tua's concerns. A lot of talk about Carolina trying to move back, maybe Arizona. Who could be? I think maybe Miami, maybe Tampa Bay. It's been quiet. I've heard a lot about Denver. I've heard a lot about, Atlanta. What if Atlanta tries to get aggressive here and tries to swing it with, Carolina? A lot of rumors that they're trying to move in. And a lot of people are saying corners. What about, Isaiah Thomas? How far are we going to have Tua fall, though, guys? That's the question. He's going to be aggressive enough. It's going to be Miami. Say Miami gets aggressive here. What is it going to take for Miami to move up? Actually, let's leave this here. Let's go Isaiah Simmons. Athletic defensive beast. I'm going to have a team trade up. There's a lot of talk Arizona. Let's think about them. Okay. Arizona. Why am I having trouble finding stuff? It's like this. Let's go like this. So it's going to cost for Miami to get to 1,400. 9, 7. Let's do 1826, and we'll say a future 4, 3. Boom. All right, so I kind of like this here. Got Miami, being aggressive, taking Andrew Thomas. A lot of rumors about these guys trying to go back. They don't get a juicy enough offer. Isaiah Simmons to build, fill in for Kuechly. And Tua, let's go like that. Miami being aggressive here. They got a lot of capital. They still have some more capital. Let's go Jacksonville. Let's go Derek Brown. Boom. All right. They're trying to move out, but for who? Maybe Tampa Bay to get an offensive tackle. Let's try to do that. Tampa Bay with the Jets. No, not the Jets. Tampa Bay with the Browns. Third. Something like that. 14 at third. 162. Tampa Bay should be giving up more. Might cost a little more than that. Let's go Tampa Bay. Gets Micaiah Becton, the big guy. New York, as I've kind of mentioned, I just think, tackle just seems legitimate. So we'll go Tristan Wirfs. The Raiders have an interesting discussion here. All three of the receivers, the corner. Interesting. I thought I traded 18. Oh, whoops. I was supposed to be gone. Okay. Hold on here, folks. 18. Yeah, this is supposed to be Atlanta. Let me do that real quick. No, Arizona, excuse me. Sorry about that. I'm supposed to do that. I don't know how that happened. All right. All right, Raiders here. I said they can't resist to get their pick of their bunch. Who's it going to be? I think all the smokes has been suggesting CeeDee Lamb, but I think it was probably between these two. I think Gruden's going to want Henry Ruggs. Next, maybe going to want Judy. Let's say Gruden wins this one. High upside, kind of Al Davis pick. Let's go Henry Ruggs. Boom. When San Francisco, so they go get, Chris Sims talked a lot about, Jerry Judy be down. So let's go ahead and they say they go CeeDee Lamb. Now Cleveland's on the clock. Let's say they take, Josh Jones, offensive tackle, and protect Baker. They wanted to move up, but hey, they'll be happy with Jerry Judy. Of course, the Broncos will be ecstatic with that. Atlanta, they needed to move up in the top 10. There was a lot of talk that they were trying. They somehow just stay pat, and somehow the board falls. CJ Henderson is like he's going in the top 10, but we'll just keep him there for now. And I'm trying to do this in a hurry, guys. Sorry, I forgot I had prior obligations. Let's say Kinlaw. Arizona is on the clock. Let's say they go Arizona. Arizona. Where are they gonna go? Let's go with corner to pair. So try to get younger on the edge. Chase on. Raiders on the clock. Say Christian Fulton. Jacksonville, Justin Jefferson. Philadelphia. Let's say they go big play Denzel Mims. Let's go Jeff Gladney in the corner. Xavier McKinney, the Patriots, if either of those do it all. Patrick Quinn, I think is it. Oh, so they got Jordan Love, develop Jordan Love. They need a receiver. Let's go Jalen Reagor, opposite. Back to Arizona again. So they try to get offensive tackle Austin Jackson. That's Vanessa. Say Patrick Quinn here. Here you go, Kenneth Murray. Let's go big body T. Higgins. Here, I think they're trying to trade out. Let's not. Let's go. Need a corner now. Let's go Trayvon Diggs. Physical. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Like I said, I'm sorry to kind of rush out of here late, but prior engagements, I'll try to do some more later today. But there's another one of these mock drafts. something we could see similar, in my opinion. Miami getting aggressive 2 times. All right. Thanks. Bye.